Hey guys, Thursday, July 11th, 2024. Let's see what the Black Widow has for us today. Before I even start, there's a couple of concerns I have in regards to where we're at right now, and I'm going to show my case. What is concerning me? One, you see this number right here. It's profit taking index. Uh, Typically, when I'm going to get my notes here because there's some things I want to read here. I don't know it by heart. Okay, let's see. So this number, it's close to 35. Once you are below 35, the probabilities of a wave 4 going into a wave 5 starts diminishing greatly. So that's one issue I'm having right now. Typically, the wave 4 would it might violate this one right here, these bands. But if we get below the green one and the red one, it's gonna start not looking probable that we're gonna probably work on a wave 5. So a couple of things here. The cycle, this one bottomed out around the third, fifth. This one extends a little further. Time clusters for possible turning points. We're here for this one, and the next one is between the 16th, 22nd, with a high probability of the 18th and the 8th, and that just passed. Stokes are very oversold, and you can see that we're very oversold. In the oscillator right here, typically once we hit the 0 line, this is your wave 4, typically your wave 4 on average. And then it kind of builds up from there, a strong wave 5. So far, we have gone below and continue pushing lower on the oscillator. So this blue line here, the significance of this retracement is this: that if the price action holds above this blue, the statistical odds are better than 80% for a strong wave 5 rally. And so far, we have failed this one. The second one will be the green one. And this one, if it holds, the statistical odds for a strong wave 5 rally is only 60%. So that's around 226. 226, that's that low we did on a couple of days ago. That's that low we currently have right now. As you know, these are closes. I don't have highs. Well, I don't have open, high, and low. I just have closes. And then the red one, which is the last one, we break, below that. It's pretty much, it doesn't look too good. It says that because of this channel is broken, the odds for a new high in wave 5 is very low. So what I'm trying to say is that we're getting close to the point where if this is not it and we go below, we have already printed a wave 4, we just have to go higher. This is the area for a wave 4. I mean, it should have probably been here, but the weekly has a projection worst case scenario all the way down here. Let me open this up right here, 218, and that is like right above the last leg, which is 214. We close below 214, where it's, I don't know, it's not looking too good. So I just wanted to put that out there in regards to this technique and theory. On top of that, put our linear regression channels, and now it has adjusted to the downside. So in order for us to get something positive, one, we need to break out of the channel, this linear regression channel, if that is today, if whatever the EIA numbers are coming out. Secondly, we have to across this DMA line right here, moving average. So it's going to be like a 1, 2 for a possible wave 5 into the works. Looking at the 11th, which is today, the ellipse technique, high volatility is going to increase, which lines up. There's a report, the numbers, EIA coming out. It lines up perfectly. So volatility is going to increase today. And where's the direction is going to go? And it beats me. There's some levels here that I'm watching that if it tanks, statistically, today's a down day. So keep that in mind. Trading day wise, today's a down day. So if it goes down, there's some key levels I need to be, we need to like hold at least, so at least hold 226. Once we go below, 213, 214, you're entering 201, 194. It's not looking too good. It's like I could kind of not see it. It may not even do a wave 5, or if it's going to do it, it's going to just do it late, like super late. Anything else here? Fibs, you got 220, the 61.8. You're below the 50%. I think that's it. But I just wanted to show you this because this is what it's showing, and it's getting weaker and weaker, and we just have to wait to see. Wait for our turning point here. Okay, so you know what I do here. We look at a market profile, and so far, not that much movement in regards to yesterday. Looks like you can see the bears had a little more of an edge, but below, volume wise, below the moving averages, not that much excitement. As you can see, when we're getting close to this top, there was more volume. Now we're kind of dwindling here, but not that much action. Bears got the volume yesterday. Let's see how today works out. Looking at our simple glance, the MACD is positive. We don't have a positive candle on the Hikanashi, just pretty much just chop in the cloud. And the linear regression channel is slightly pointing lower. So it's all about looking at you see you got 237 and you got 225. That's that 226 that I was talking about in the first clip. And this is an area I'm watching with the market profile. You got value area low around 214. And we'll see how that's going to play out. You got the 100 moving average right here. What I wanted to show you is another thing that concerns me, and someone mentioned this on the in the YouTube comments. The gap fill. It's very possible that maybe we could head down and fill this up before we go up. So I guess in the Elliott wave theory, if this is a wave 1 and this is a wave 2 and this is a wave 3, it might violate this, creeping into the wave 1. So things you got to think about. But if it's going to ignore all the Elliott wave theory, then and it wants to fill this up before it goes up. What about if this is our 1? Once we fill this up, so this will be our 2 working on a 3. I don't know. You can look at it that way. That's why Elliott wave theory is so subjective. But I'm just thinking outside the box. If this is going to play out, because you're gonna dig into the first impulse of your 1. So something to think about. But this is something that concerns me. It may not, it may do a wave 5, and then once we get to August, September, where it gets kind of toppy, then go down and fill this up. They could probably fill this gap in the end of the year. You never know. It doesn't have to do it now, but just in case, if it wants to do it, it could do it and still do its thing. So just something to think about. Let's look at our APF. So far, nothing, no action today. And our FT levels, we're in between these two ranges that you wanna watch. FT levels, and I showed you my gap. And then on the SO, This is the date I was watching, 7-8, and there's a lot of things happening around the 16 that are interesting. I'm not gonna go deep on it because I might spook some people, but this one is going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. You know, if it's going to be, you know, push lower and then from here return. And also A2 is the halfway point. Maybe we consolidate here and then from here go up. I don't know. We'll see. And then another thing is, you know, price and time from the 152 low will take us all the way here, and that's like 720. That's coming up. So I don't know if I'm going to see, you know, a wave 5. Maybe this price and time may not work out because it's so oversold and we're digging in, we're getting close. So maybe it just turns here, but it's typically not like that. Normally you get that where it's higher. And then from here we do a turning point, but you never know. It might throw a curveball at me, but I'm still watching it, and I got it at, you know, July the 20th around there. So let's see what's going to happen once we get there. Typically you want to go like this and then do this, and maybe when you start getting there, price and time, you know, then things turn, and then we go, you know, whatever. But that's, you know, that's all my speculation there. Let's go to our midpoint chart. Nothing's really changed here, unless, you know, looking at candles, it's looking like it wants to push lower. 224. That's the weekly. 228. Mobiles are negative. Stokes are oversold. This one is still in the area. It hasn't like really cracked, but you cracked the mobile here, so we'll see. Let's look at the 4 hour, which is the weekly levels. And this is the market profile area I have. And so far, the mobile is not looking good. And look at that. It's starting to, well, it's a back and forth. This is our last week low of 231. So this is why it's trying to hold this. This is last week's low. So if we go hold that, that's good. But the mobile is kind of giving you like indications like, yeah, you know what? It could be a pop, but it could fall down unless we are above the zero line and above the mobile. So we'll see, but interesting where we at right now. Worst case, target to the downside 224. Did I delete that? Oh no. Yeah, 224. I mean, this is for the whole week, and you got 217. If we're going to pop for some reason and go against the statistical calendar, which is a down day, targets to the upside 234 and obviously 238 and then 242. That's realistic if it's going to play out. And then for today only, you need to get above at least 233 to at least be on the bullish side. And targets to the upside would be at least 236, obviously 238, which was the high of Wednesday. And if it's really going to get Momo, targets to the upside would be 240 all the way to 243. Extreme. Vice versa, if it's to the downside, like the statistics says for today only, 226 and all the way down to 224. Nothing's really changed on the square of 9. We're just kind of hovering around 231 around here, 233. This is like the sweet spot. So pretty much, you know, 241 all the way to 225. Let's see what today brings, what the Black Widow wants to bring. Let's see what the numbers when they come out, EIA. And see, you know, what storage is and what the numbers are. If they're good, we'll pop, and if they're not that good, we'll probably drop. And if nothing, maybe it just goes sideways. So let's see how that's going to play out. But I'll hopefully you like this video. And I'm still on the sidelines. I'm just waiting. I haven't seen anything indication to let me know to get in. But you know, maybe this week might not be not that much action. Maybe next week is when, you know, we'll get the action. They had all this time to build their position. You know, if they're going to go long or they're going to go short, they're probably all in here. And it's kind of, you know, back and forth. And when they're ready to do it, maybe next week they'll either do it or tank it. But whatever it is, they're already probably got their game plan set. Or the Black Widow knows what she's going to do. And whoever she's going to get, you know, either the Bulls or the Bears. So just stay focused, stay vigilant, place your stops, and let's see what's going to play out. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that, guys.